Okay, I'm back. Hey, you can see that I've put the coil of clay all the way around the edge of the casting box and well up the join, up the side. A couple of other little things that I've done is inside the box, you can see a line that I've put there. It's about 3 centimeters above the press mold. It's just a guide to help me figure out where I want to pour my plaster up to. The other thing that you might find too, that sometimes your casting box doesn't go right round your mold as neatly as it did originally. So if you've got any little gaps, and try and minimize them as much as you can, but you can see in the corner there where I've added a really thin coil of clay just to kind of seal up that little gap that I had when I put the casting box around. So it doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. Just make it a really neat little coil. I'm not worried about anywhere else. I kind of feel like everything else is really well sealed. So I'm ready to go. I've actually started mixing the plaster. And same deal, you put the water in, then you put the powder in. Whoops. With your mask, of course. Sprinkling it around and around, and really soaking up all of that water. And then when you get near the top, so same thing, I've used about 1.5 litres of water for this mould, same as I did the first time. I've nearly used 3 of these litre buckets, it's the wrong measurement, of plaster, dry powder. So I just need to sprinkle a bit more plaster in the top, so that I'm really soaking up all of the moisture. I'm hoping you can see that. You can see the little islands that I keep talking about, those sort of white islands appearing on the top of the water, soaking up all of that water. And then when I feel like I've soaked up all of that excess water, I just wait until those little islands turn from white to grey. They're still sitting on the surface, but they've turned grey, so I'm okay to start mixing now. So just put your hand in. You'll feel a few little lumps that you just need to kind of break up with your hand. And you just want to mix it into a really nice sort of thick, creamy kind of consistency. Feels beautiful. I love mixing up plaster. Love having my hands in it. But like I said, if you suffer from any allergies, maybe wear some gloves. Make sure you got your mask on. So I'm happy with that. I feel like it's broken up all of those little lumps that I had in there. It's a nice sort of thick, creamy consistency. So now I get my hand down the bottom, mix it up fairly vigorously, round and around and around. And then I'm ready to pour. So just pour straight into your mould. This is where I hold my breath. Hope I've got no leaks. And I need a second hand to scrape all that out, which you will have. You'll have 2 hands. Then you can see that I'm pretty well up to that mark that I made, and now I'm just shimmering the surface fairly vigorously with my hand to level it off, the plaster off, while it's still liquid, and also brings up all the air pockets to the surface. I'd rather see the air pockets up here than on the surface of my mould. So it's just bobbing my fingers up and down, creates it nice and level, and gets rid of those air pockets. So there you go. Kind of poured the second mould. So I'll come back when it's set. Yeah, remember I said give it about an hour, and then you'll be ready to kind of pull it apart. So I'll see you then. Bye.